Today we are going to discuss a topic called external variable or global variable. As we discussed earlier in the previous lecture, what is storage classes? What are the types of variable present in the storage classes? Because storage classes are nothing but what type of variable, how those variables are accessed, in what way we can, lifetime of the variable, all these concepts which are covered under in the storage classes. So in the previous lecture we have been discussed about a one type of variable called auto variable. Now we are going to discuss another type which is called external variable or global variable. So as the name suggests that global, it can be accessed all the functions, okay, whereas in the local variable can be accessed only within a function. But as a name suggested, global, it can be accessed anywhere in the program, because the one default function which is present in the C program is main function. Apart from that, the user can able to write their own function, which is nothing but user defined functions. So this external variable or global variable can be accessed all types of functions, whether it might be a default function called main function or else a user defined function. That's why the first point suggested that it will be available, the variable will be available to all the functions, and this variable has to be defined. What is the meaning of defined? We can declare and assign the value to the variable, that is called define the variable. So that defined the variable can be done outside the function. So to define the variable, normally how will you declare a variable? Data type followed by variable name, and we can give a value to the variable, okay. But here there is a one another thing which is called as, we are going to use a keyword called declare, that could be present before the data type of the variable. So declare followed by data type of the variable, and then followed by variable name, and then followed by value of the variable. But the declare is not necessary, it is an optional, okay. And the scope of the variable, as I said, the scope is what the scope is generally tells about wherever we can access the variables, okay. So if it is in the local variable, it can be accessed only within the function. Scope of the variable to the global variable is, it can be accessed anywhere outside the function also. So that's why they are saying lifetime of the variable content vanishes after the entire program is executed, okay. If the whole program gets executed, then only the lifetime of the variable gets vanishes, the variable will get removed, okay. Let us discuss with an example program in order to understand it effectively. So look at the program. The first line of the program, which always a header file, hash include stdio.h. The second line of the program, which is called as again a header file, console input output.h. Wherever we are using getch and return function, okay, it is necessary getch and clr ser, not return, clr clear screen, okay, clear the screen, okay. This one is get the character. But now a modern compiler we are not using it, but in the old compilers, okay, we would have used this function. This function helps you. If you want to use this function, you have to definitely include a header file called console input output.h. Next line followed by int n equal to 10. Int n equal to 10. So this is the line which we are saying about global variable. So sir, here they have not mentioned a keyword called declare. As I said in the previous slide, declare is an optional, okay. So and followed by data type and followed by variable name, and which is equal, and the value of the variable which is called 10. Okay, so this is called as global variable. So where the global variable is declared, which is defined, not declared, which is defined outside the main function. Okay, so now this is the main function, followed by you have called the function. Block 1 is a user defined function and block 2 is also a user defined function. This is clear the screen, okay, which is not a, it is not a function, but it clears the entire screen, and you are printing the main block. In the main block the value n will get printed. Okay, now as soon as it's a line by line execution, C program begins after the main function. The first line of the program, block 1, as soon as it reaches here, it will go to the block 1 function. In that block 1 function, the first line of the program should be printf, and followed by, in the printf we are printing the value of n. What is the value of n here? N equal 10. Okay, the value of n is 10, the 10 which gets printed. And next line of the main function is block 2. So what is the block 2? The block 2 is again going to print the n value. In block 2, n equal to 10. Okay, that is also get printed. And next line, it is clear the screen, okay, which is not necessary, just leave this. And printf, again in main block, again you are printing the value of n. So 3 times the n value get printed, but the meaning is the value of n is declared outside the main function. It can be accessed inside the main function also, inside the user defined function called block 1, the another user defined function called block 2. Okay, so in this way we can access the external variable or global variable. Sir, can the global variable can be override? Yes. Here you are declaring int n equal to 10. Inside the function you can overwrite as n equal to 20. So if you give here n equal to 20, the value of the main block, the value 20 is get printed because you are overwriting the global value. Okay, so the n equal to 20, which is accessed only inside the main function. Okay, so this is the difference between the external variable and auto variable. I hope you have understand this video. We'll see the another video in the next class. Thank you.